What's up, guys, and welcome back to Schedule 1. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video. It would be greatly appreciated. The update that we've been waiting on is finally here, so that's what we're going to be checking out today. But of course, we did just unlock Suburbia, so we'll still have to go around and give out a couple of free samples. But before we can start doing that, we've got to go around and make sure that all of our employees have ample amounts of cash inside of their briefcases. That way they can start getting to work again. Dude, I really got to hand it to the dev on this, too. I mean, for being a solo developer, he's really been able to crank out these updates in a pretty timely manner. So, hats off to the dev. If we can show him some love down in the comments, that would be awesome. We're going to hit the streets with 14 sweet bippies on us, already baggied up and ready to go. We're going to hop in the Mutang and head on over to Suburbia. Hopefully there's not a police checkpoint over here. I guess even if there is, of course there is. We can get through this thing, no problem. Afternoon, ma'am. Go ahead and initiate the search if you want to, or not. I can just get back in my vehicle and we can try a different checkpoint. Okay, go ahead. One moment, please. Is she not gonna search us, for real? We're done here, she says. All right. Thank you, ma'am. And just like that, we're into Suburbia. We smuggled in a little bit of product. I'm just gonna park here on the corner. Check our map again. Uh-oh. Carl's on his way away from us. This is, unfortunately, I think this is Ted Bundy's sibling? Relative? Oh, he's way down here already. Hey, brother man. Slow up for me real quick. I got a little something for you. A little free sample. A little freebie, you know, something on the house. He says, I'm good, thanks. All right, well, appreciate your time. Then we've got Jackie over here. I think that's behind Crimson Cannery? So we'll hop back in the Mutang and we will head that direction. Unfortunately, we're kind of stuck on Carl and Jackie at the moment. But hopefully Jackie has changed her mind about our... Sorry, about the mailbox. Hopefully Jackie has changed her mind about our stuff. Well, she's not behind the Crimson Cannery. You know what? Maybe she's inside. The butter box. Jackie, here we go. Jackie, I got a free sample for you. This stuff is gonna blow your mind. Hey, she apparently doesn't like that. We'll try again tomorrow. It's not that big of a deal. We'll just head on back to the barn and just kind of sit on our hands for a while. Let our employees do what they do best. I'm gonna put the Mutang in reverse Terry back up into these trees here just so we can kind of keep it out of the way, you know, out of sight, out of mind type of deal. So, let's start checking out this update. I know that there's like item filters now, but I have no idea how to use them. So we've got a whitelist and a blacklist as well. So blacklist would avoid items, whitelist would include items, I believe. So if we just add gasoline to that... Oh, do we have to do this for every single one? Hang on, what's the 3 dots for? Oh, apply to siblings. Or we could copy and paste it around. There it is. It's that easy, dude. The dev really thought this through, because that would totally suck to have to go through each individual slot in the shelf and set it all up, especially if it's the same for each slot, you know what I mean? So we've got gasoline set up then. I guess we'll have to go around and basically do the same sort of procedure to these shelves as well. So this one should be the flu med. And then once again, apply to all siblings. Beautiful. Nice and simple. So what this is going to do, ladies and gents, when we start calling up our suppliers and you know, purchasing a bunch more supplies and stuff, we can have a designated handler to either loading bay 1 or 2 or both, I guess. I don't really know how that works quite yet. But they'll then take the stuff out of the vans and they're able to accurately place the supplies or whatever we order on the corresponding shelves. Or at least I think that's the way that this is going to work. We'll see, right? All in due time. But real quick, I'm just going to go through the rest of these shelves and we'll get all the rest of them set up. There are other things that we could apply filters to as well, like our machines over here, for example, but I don't really see the need to do that, especially when we're only producing one type of product, one specific product, you know what I mean? But it is now after 6 p.m. So we're gonna hop back in the Mutang and head down to the illegal warehouse so we can finally purchase some lockers. We're getting rid of those beds, dude. They're too big, they're too bulky, and ultimately the lockers are just gonna take up way less space and we'll have so much more room for activities. But now that police curfew is in effect and there's a cop car right there, I'm just gonna try to pull down the alley here, and I guess we'll just leave the Mutang for the time being. I really don't want to get caught up with these officers. So I'm gonna slowly walk backward. Almost bumped into them. That could have been really, really bad. Did they just open the door? Dude, they had free entry and they didn't even raid the place? What kind of cops are these? Oh, Oscar, I actually don't... do I need to talk to you? Are you how we buy lockers now? You are not. I don't know why, I just assumed that Oscar would be the person selling the stuff. Maybe Manny? Isn't that his name up here? I want to hire employees. No, you don't have what we need either. So turns out we probably could have bought lockers during the day. Yeah, he just still has weaponry. We probably could have bought lockers during the day from any... Oh, that's new. Do we want to... We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. I'm gonna walk up the stairs this direction. We could have just bought them from any old hardware store, and I regret not checking that out first. Honestly, now we're gonna have to do that tomorrow. Obviously, we can't go to bed until we first collect money from our dealers. So we're gonna check in here with Bad Brad. 5 G's. I definitely forgot to collect from you yesterday, right? Oh. He's finally out of the brick that we gave him of, must have been Island McLovin. And previously, we had sort of unassigned half of our dealer's customer base from them, but I have gone through and reassigned a full roster to each of them, so we're doing good there. 3,800 bucks from you, Benj. Appreciate it. And he still has 1 brick of that accidental mix that we created. Let's go down and see what Molly's got for us, and then we'll see what Jane has. Molly, you around? Here we go. 5,700 buckaroonies. Holy cow! And she only had bricks of oregano. That's really pretty impressive. With any luck, Jane over here is gonna have just as much money. Is she out dealing? Bro, what? She shouldn't be. It's 4 a.m. Oh, she's big stuck. Where's she even at? Right outside Taco Tickler's. Dude, we were just skateboarding past there and I didn't see her whatsoever. I wonder if she's like maybe stuck in a wall or something, or like stuck on a curb. I'm gonna walk backwards so these cops don't see us. If you can't see them, they can't see you. Oh yeah, she's bugging on a stack. $8,500. Thank you, Jane. What are you working with still? Anyways, not super important. Jane looks like she's fixed. Beautiful. All right, back to the barn, and we're heading to bed. Another day, another dollar. I'm not gonna take the Mutang this time around. I think I'm just gonna skateboard it up, shred some gnar around town as we do. But we've got to find out where Jackie and Carl are at. Carl is still up in suburbia, so we'll head over there first. See what he's got cooking for the day. That's a poll. All right. Trying to figure out which one of these houses is giving serial killer vibes. Probably this one. Carl, you around? Hey, bud. I know I gave you this yesterday and you weren't really convinced, but maybe today you'll change your mind. There it is. All right. Thanks so much, Carl. So now that we're in with him, we've got Jack Knight just down the road from us. We'll hop on our little golden board, and we'll see if he's down to clown. You know what I mean? I think it's this one here. Hey, Jack. I have a free sample for you that I think you're gonna love. Only 46% chance. All right. You didn't like it today, but you might like it tomorrow. We'll see you then. Now let's head back down to the Butter Box or whatever that place was called and see if Jackie's gonna change her mind. Okay. This wasn't here a minute ago. I just want to go ahead and say that. I don't want to drive through here, so can I just walk through? Okay, he's gonna search us. And we're good. Speed up the rest of the search. Appreciate it. Jackie was in here yesterday, and it seemed like she was still kind of in this area. Oh, also, hang on. Let me give this free sample to Jackie real quick. There's another guy that we can talk to. You know. All right. Noted. I'll keep that in mind for tomorrow. Harold. Harold's the new client. Hey, bud, we've seen you around town a time or two before. Maybe this would interest you just a little bit? Not what you're after. Okay, thank you so much for your time, Harold. You have a fantastic rest of your day. So now, tomorrow morning, we've got Jackie, we've got Harold, and we got to try with Jack again as well. We should probably start selling something too, come to think of it. And what we really have a lot of is like the normie strength stuff, like the common quality product of Sweet Bippy. So I think I'm going to try to sell mostly that, and we'll kind of hang on to our premium product for free samples, since it's just a little bit better. Oh, I wonder if we can change our asking price now that the update has gone through. Can we do 1,000? No. Okay, top dollar is still 999 bones. So we'll just leave it at that. We've got our first order here with Chris. Chris, how do we even know you, bro? We'll schedule that for late night tonight. I feel like we never made a deal with any Chris. I definitely think I would remember that name, but maybe not. Okay, I gotta go back to the barn real quick, and then we're gonna come back to Handy Hanks, but I need to count how many beds we have currently so we can get the same amount of lockers. Hank is still open. Beautiful. So we've got 10 beds. Hank, I need to buy 10 lockers if you don't mind. Who the heck just walked in here? That's only 1,500 bucks? Dude, that's a steal. Oh, Philip, right? I could give you one of these, maybe, if you're down for that. Cool. Yeah, it is Philip. All right, good to see you again, Phil Hip. We'll see you around. Let's bring all these lockers back to the barn, and we can start getting these beds swapped out. I'm trying to do this relatively quickly so we can hopefully catch McLubbin down at the pawn shop and get rid of these suckers. I really don't want to sit on these for too long. They're just gonna take up space in storage, right? Please be open still. Okay, beautiful. 6 a.m. to 6 p.m.? Oh, it's only 2 p.m. I thought it was way later already. Mick, I've got some beds here that I don't really need anymore. Oh, no. As soon as we start offering something for sale, dude, all these characters start running up on us. You know what? I'll take $1,000 for all the beds. I'm fiending for something. You got anything I can buy? I actually do, surprisingly enough. What? Dude, this is like the primo product too. How is she just gonna pull out? Were those brass knuckles? Oh, and now she's chill. Okay. I'll remember that, Jesse. Don't think I'll forget about that. Oh, we've got Hank here. Sure thing, Hank. It's funny, we just saw him a little bit ago. Genghis, sure thing, late night again. And then we've got Jennifer and Geraldine. We've got 82 grand in the bank account and $105,000 cold hard cash in the back pocket. Our employees are probably pretty upset with us right now for, you know, getting rid of all their beds and stuff. Oh, we can't fit them perfectly like that? Hang on. What if we did it like this, though? They don't really need to open, right? We could just set them all up like this, and then we've got 2 spares. Put the 2 spares like so. Oh, and do we just put cash in it like that? I think so. I'll pre-place $1,000 in all of them, and then I think we're gonna have to go through and like reassign our employees to the lockers instead of the beds. When you assign an employee to a locker, it looks like it adds this little paint piece around the top, just like the beds, right? The bed sheet color used to change, so you could kind of figure out who's who, right? Who does what job. And then just like the beds as well, they have a little clipboard here that kind of shows who they are specifically, which is handy. But yeah, we just toss cash in there, just like what we used to do with the briefcases. Nice and simple. Nothing super crazy about that. Javier, sure thing. Melissa, absolutely. We'll see y'all late tonight. Okay, so we only have 7 Sweet Bippy currently bagged, but since we already have an established relationship with all of these clients, unless the update changed this, I don't know, I guess, we should still be able to hand out unpackaged product, I think. I probably should have done this when we were here earlier, but I want to talk to Manny again just to see if we could hire another employee out at the barn. I feel like there's a cap on employees, but I'm not sure. Can we get another handler? Employee limit reached. That's a bummer. That is a bummer. Okay, so maybe, though, maybe the warehouse has a higher capacity, potentially. So, Hi, Kevin. So good to see you. Here. Well, at least he didn't pull out a knife or some brass knuckles or something. But if we wanted to hire an employee to help us unload the van, unload supplies from the vans, and utilize that new filter system, it's looking like we're gonna have to upgrade our facility, which again, I'm just not really ready to do, I don't think. We can, however, now move employees from one facility to the next, so that's a little bit nicer, I suppose. We got anyone else? We do have one other person way back here. Who the heck is it anyways? It's never Randy. It's never the guy that actually owns the building. Oh, it's Genghis. Here you are, brother. Enjoy that. All right, we're gonna go around and do our deals as we do, and then we can head back home and head to bed. But first, we do have to collect money from our dealers. Okay. I just had the craziest idea. What if, right? Since we have the filter system now, can you filter money? Could we add a whitelist for cash into here? Oh, come on. It's gotta be a thing. There's gold bars. I don't think... Oh, there it is. Cash. So we could then also hire a handler. Just say we had like a whole shelf and we just filled the entire shelf with cold hard cash. Oh, I actually didn't realize that the description for cash is cold hard cash. That's kind of funny. But we have a whole shelf full of cash. We could have a handler basically pay all of the other employees so long as we keep putting cash on just one shelf, which I feel like is much more doable than doing each individual locker one by one, right? Maybe I'm crazy for thinking that, but it seems like a pretty good idea on the surface. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day where we finally get Jackie and Harold, and then Jack as well, over in Suburbia, on board with us. Harold, how are you out in the water? Oh, he's not. He's just on the little boardwalk here. Sorry to interrupt, Harold. I see you're enjoying your coffee. I just want to see if you maybe would be interested in that, and he would be. Beautiful. All right, you keep sipping on that coffee, brother. We'll catch you around later. Let's agree to meet up with Kevin real quick, and then if we go back to the map here, we've got Jackie, I think same spot as always, and then Dennis. Dennis is going to be a new potential customer for us. Let's head around the front of the butter box. Or can we? Nope. Back door don't work. That's all right. Head around to the front. Jackie is apparently the only one in there today. 51% chance now. Come on, Jackie. There it is. Finally. It is about time. Dennis is trying to sneak away from us. Should be right around the corner here. I thought. That's not Dennis. We walked past him? Oh, he probably works in the bank. Dennis, you around? Surely he's not in the... Oh. He is in this other warehouse. Dennis, how we doing? I love the mustache. Crazy, you have a blonde mustache. Alright, well, we tried. I even complimented your stash, and you still don't want to buy from us. that's fine. We've still got Jack over here. See if Jack's interested in what we have to sell today. Hey, Jack, you're looking great. You have a beautiful mustache, my good sir, if you don't mind me saying that. Okay, maybe I should stop with the mustache compliments. Apparently that's not gonna get us very far. Now that we've given out all the free samples that we can give out today, I'm kind of bored out of my gourd. So we're gonna stop into Ray's here, and we're not gonna buy the warehouse yet, all in due time. But I do want to purchase the Stash and Dash for just 5 grand. I mean, we might as well. It's not something that we're probably gonna utilize, but since it's newer, I do think we should at least go check it out. Now, which one is it? Probably the green door? You know what? This is quite a bit larger than I was expecting, to tell you the truth. Again, it's probably not something that we'll use, but maybe if we wanted to set up a really, really small operation, this would be a good spot to do that at. Pretty cool, though. And then we have neighbors, too. You know, we've got Geraldine and somebody else living in these storage units who are apparently not home. Harold! Hey, great to hear from you. We will meet up with you later tonight. So I'm just going to keep accepting late-night orders, and when it's time to go sell, we'll do the thing.
Later.
Now that we have Suburbia unlocked and we have a new customer base because of that, we're starting to do deals in some different places. Harold, you're already feeling the effects of this stuff, but I guess you need some more. So there you are. Like behind Ray's Realty, for example. Oh, that's just lovely. What a great, great neighborhood. And then over here, I don't think we've ever really had to do too many deals back behind the post office. Just some new spots, you know, that we're gonna have to learn. And then there's another one actually in Suburbia behind the greenhouse is all it says, which is right over here. Jackie, hey, so good to see you. There you are. Another person who's already feeling the effects and just can't wait to get their next fix. Then down here, the south, whoops, almost sparked that. The south overpass location is another kind of weird one, just because it's way, way out here. Karen, so good to see you as well. What? Why? Is it because I gave you something that's unpackaged? Karen, please tell me more. How do I make it so this doesn't ever happen again? She's so peeved. Okay, well, I feel bad. I mean, I know she's a Karen, but I feel bad. Usually she's at the casino, and that's the first person I've had complain, I'm guessing, about us not having the product packaged. Could have been something else, too. Maybe she asked for 2, and I accidentally only gave her 1. I'm not really sure. But we've got a couple more deals to finish up, and I think we'll be done for the night. Once again, Jane is stuck somewhere. Jane, you feeling okay? You have no money. Still loads of product. Do I need to, like, do I need to just give you a little tap? Nope, okay. Well, can't say I didn't try. You know, I'm so glad that we're able to go around and distribute all this sweet bippy to all the locals in town. We're doing a good thing here, honestly. But now that we've collected money from all of our dealers for the night, unfortunately, I do think that's where we're gonna have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.